1, 2, 3. I hear it pop. Okay. Perfect. Hi Food 52, this is Isabel Cos again, and today I'm gonna show you how to make corn flan with corn husk caramel. For this recipe, we're gonna use 3 ears of corn. We're gonna use 1 cup of sugar, 250 grams divided in 2. We're gonna use 1 teaspoon of salt, that's 5 grams of salt. We're gonna use 5 eggs. We're gonna use 2 cups of milk, 450 grams, and 1 cup of heavy cream, 225 grams. And today I'm gonna bake it in a 9-inch cane non-stick pan. You can use a traditional flan mold. You can use muffin pans. You can use a half-sheet tray. That's a good thing about flans. You can bake them anywhere. We're gonna start by cleaning our corn. I like to cut it from the bottom and cutting the top so it's easier to peel. So from here we can very easily pull it out. And for this recipe, I'm gonna save the husk. I'm gonna save the husk just because I like to use every part of the product. The husk have a very rich flavor too, so we're gonna use everything, you'll see. So cleaning corn, the usual method, have a double bowl or have a bigger container, and if you have a smaller sheet tray that fits inside, that's enough. You just want to wait to a bigger mold at the bottom that can catch all the corn. It's so hot down here in DC, so corn right now is perfect and it's sweet and it's juicy. And make sure to reserve your covers. We're gonna use everything of the corn. So let's bring this to the oven and we're gonna dry it at 300 Fahrenheit for around 1 hour to 2 hours. Okay, so my corn husk is been baking at 300 degrees for around 1.5 hours. And we just want to get this brown dark color, enough to be dry, enough that we can blend. And we're gonna go ahead and blend it. It should be crispy, and it's okay if you keep the hairs. Very good. So we're gonna put this on the blender and make sure to stick it all inside. Perfect. It smells super good. We just want to do a small powder. It's time to prepare a caramel. We're gonna make a wet caramel technique. So what we wanna do, we're gonna add a little bit of water to our pot. Just enough, this doesn't matter, you don't have to wait it. It's just enough that it wets all our sugar to create a wet sand. We're adding 1/2 cup of sugar, 125 grams. And we're gonna add a trick. We're gonna add a little bit of glucose. I'm adding actually corn syrup, that is a type of glucose, but you can add corn syrup, you can add glucose syrup, you can add, sometimes people add a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of lime juice. You just want some acid that will help the sugar not caramelize. Because we have the corn syrup, I can mix it more often. So I'm just gonna make sure everything is nice and wet. And we're gonna start heating it up. When you're making caramel, one thing you want to avoid is to get any of the sugar on the sides. That will make some of the sucrose caramelize first, and once it goes back to the caramel is what's gonna cause the crystallization. It shouldn't happen now that we have our glucose syrup, but it's good to just keep an eye on it. So my key is that when you start seeing caramel color, you want to either lower the temperature or shut it off, and make sure it's all well divided. And let's remove this from the heat. And we're gonna add a teaspoon of the husk. Mix it all very well. You have to act fast here because you don't want your caramel to keep cooking. And then we're gonna go everywhere. Yes, that's perfect. If you coat the side, it's good too. The more caramel you get, the easier it's gonna be for your caramel to pop, for your flan to pop. Next step, we're gonna do our corn flan. We're gonna use the cups. I told you we're gonna use everything. So if they're too big, just make sure to like cut them in half and put them on the pot. This cup, even if you clean it, it still has so much milk and so much flavor that it's better to like take it all. So we're gonna put our cups. We're gonna put our 2 cups of milk. And we're gonna put all the corn that we previously cleaned. Oh, where's my spatula? These spatulas, these are the best for this type of projects. Look at that. We're gonna cook our corn. We're gonna make like a milk corn stock. It's gonna get cooked together. First, so the cup like releases all the milk. Corn is a starch, so we want to break down all the starch so the base is smooth. We're gonna blend it after and we're gonna remove the cups. But we need to get as much flavor out of it. So my corn stock is ready. It's been simmering for around 10 minutes. I'm gonna remove the cups. We don't want this part. So it's nice, it smells delicious. It's nice and yellow. Corn has become like, the color is pretty. So we're gonna add our cup of heavy cream to it. You don't have to add heavy cream, you can do it with just milk. I like heavy cream because I like that richness and the creaminess of it. We're gonna add a half cup of sugar, 120 grams. And we're gonna add our salt. It's 1 teaspoon, 5 grams of salt. It might seem like a lot, but corn is sweet, you wanna make it like salty too. And we are going to take this to the blender. So we're gonna blend this on high and you can strain it after. I don't like straining it because I do like the texture. It reminds me like corn cake from Mexico. It reminds me like those little pieces of like a nice cornbread. So I'm not gonna strain it, and also this blender it's very strong. But at home, if you don't like that texture, you can very easily take it off. Just pass it through a sieve. And we're gonna add the eggs. Our eggs are like the last part. And we just want to break them apart. And break down a little of the, there you go. Let's just a fork. So let's just break down a little all the albumin of it so it's easier. And let's add it to it. We don't want to blend the eggs very high because they'll create bubbles. The less bubbles you have on your mixture, the better it's gonna be, the more smooth it will look. So let's keep it low. Just a little bit, that's enough. So let's get rid of this. And my corn flan is ready. My corn caramel, it's already been hard. You can see all the speckles. It looks like vanilla, but it's corn husk. I love that. Is the corn husk necessary? It's not necessary. You can just make a regular caramel and add it. I add it because I like it, but it's not necessary, you know? So we're gonna pour all our corn inside. You can hear the crack of the caramel. It's just a temperature, it's because of the temperature change, but it's okay. If you have too many bubbles, you can always take them off with a little bit of heat. If you have a little torch, like for creme brulee, you can use that too. The bubbles is not problem, but sometimes sometimes some people like the smooth of it better. We are gonna cover our mold in foil. We want to create like a steam bath, and we're gonna cook in a bain-marie. Flan, like any custard, your recipe is pretty much milk, eggs, sugar. So the only agent that's gonna help you coagulate and help you set it up is the eggs. So what a bain-marie does, it's gonna cook at a very slow temp inside of a water bath. So it's gonna cook it very slowly, very smooth, very delicate. Your custard actually never reaches the boiling point, like 80 Celsius. It will never reach above that, and that's what's gonna help the eggs don't overcook. So the proteins of the eggs will expand, will set up once they're cold. So we're gonna bring this to the oven, and let's take it over here. So this is my pan. You just need a pan that's slightly bigger than the pan you're baking at. I'm just using a bigger pot. And we're gonna take this in the oven at 300 degrees. And I like to fill it with hot water because you don't want to lower the temperature of the oven. You don't want your oven having to like now heat up water. So I just put like a kettle of hot water, and we're gonna fill it from here. Perfect. You just want to you don't want to cover it, you just want enough that it's covering half of above half of the pan. And we're gonna throw this in the oven at 300 for 50 minutes. After 40 minutes, we're gonna check it, and we're gonna open, and we're gonna do the last of the baking without the aluminum foil, just to get some color on the outside. This is ready. I've been waiting 55 minutes for this. I removed the foil after 40 minutes because I wanted to get some color just for the last 10 minutes. So be careful because it's gonna be super hot. You have boiling hot water. And let's put it over here. And you have to be fast. You have to be fast and avoid getting burned. There you go. Oof. Perfect. So I'm just gonna let it cool over here for a little bit. And then I'm gonna put it on the fridge, and I'm gonna let it cool down. Overnight is better. If not, just a couple of hours is gonna be enough. So it's time for the big reveal. We're gonna need a plate that has a brim. You can do a half sheet tray. You have to be confident with these things. There's caramel, so you gotta just pop it fast. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3. I hear it pop. Okay. Perfect. So you can see all the husk. It's gonna give like another like subtle roasted corn flavor to the flan. Habemos flan. We want to add some of this caramel, and I got some preserved cherries to serve it with. With some elderflower syrup that I did. The good thing about this dessert is that you can serve with so many fruits right now. There's blueberries, there's peaches, there's anything you want. Cheers! Thanks for watching!